Delighted to be joined by Chris Kapilovic in the Keenan Football Center on National Signing Day to cap a big day for the offensive line. You signed 5 guys, and ostensibly all 5 could fit into each of the 5 positions across the from left to right.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to have this group, and that was really how we wanted to do it. We wanted to be able to had to get a center, and then with us having 5 spots, 2 guards, 2 tackles, we have some flexibility with some of those big guys can play inside or out, so that'll help us too down the road.
Jonah Melton, the first name to fall, he's had a long-standing relationship with Carolina. You've been recruiting him for quite some time.
Thrilled to have him here already. Just getting in early and going through spring ball, and it really gives them a leg up of learning the system and not only because spring ball is kind of like you're going through almost your redshirt freshman year, you're learning the system, and then all of a sudden that summer you know what you're doing and you're starting to really advance. And by the time you get to camp, it's almost it's like your second season. So it's a huge advantage to have him here early, and feeling like he was definitely the best lineman in the state, and have him here with us. I'm really happy about that.
And then the opposite side of the line, Jordan Tucker, a young man from the state of Georgia, very highly recruited. You got involved with him late, and he was a big landing for the Tar Heels this January.
Yeah, big as in big man and big get. And we recruited him this spring. I went and watched him practice in spring and felt good about him, and so we offered him. And he committed to Tennessee really early, too early in the process, as him and his mom would say. After a period of time, he felt like that wasn't the best decision. He kind of opened back up, but then we were full. So it just kind of happened where a spot came open for us, and so we started recruiting him, and he already had all his visits set up, but we were able to get in there and get him to bump somebody and come see us, and lucky for us, he decided this is where he wanted his home to be.
And then in the middle, you've got some combination of Brian Anderson, Billy Ross, and Marcus McKeithen.
Yes, all those guys. Billy Ross played tackle primarily in high school, but I can see him playing guard. He's a big physical mauler type player, plays with an attitude and with an edge. Marcus McKeithen, tremendous size, length, and feet. He could be a great tackle, or he easily can move inside. And then Brian Anderson, I felt really good about. I saw him practice this spring, snapping the ball, because in high school he's mostly a tackle, but he showed that he can do it in practice. Then he competed in the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game and played center the whole time and really did a nice job there. I was able to see that on TV or the internet. And he also did a great job at the Freak Show in competing. So really feel good about his future also.
One of the most notable things about this group is that they're already pretty much the size that you want. It's not like you're getting a lot of young, raw kids that you've got to build up in the weight room. Obviously, they certainly need some of that, but these guys are all pretty big to begin with.
Exactly, and that was a goal. I felt like we needed to get bigger, and so we needed to get some guys that we didn't have to, take a year or 2 to develop and get them the size we want. Some guys that were already where we need them, and maybe they lose a few pounds here and there, but we needed some big men up front, and I felt like that was important for our growth, for what we already had to get those guys.